It's been said that marketing is the only element of selling your home that you don't control. That's true in the sense that you don't create or implement the marketing. However, you do control it in the sense that you control who you list your home with. Marketing is the #1 reason you hire a broker, so you really better know what you are or are not getting for your money. At our office, when it comes to marketing, we have set a very high bar for the minimum marketing we expect each broker to provide our clients. Throughout my career, I was well known for my creativity in marketing and the resulting success I had with it. I didn't have to prospect for sellers, as they called me because of my reputation in marketing homes. I have carried that forward into this company so that you can expect to get a marketing plan just like I would do for you, because I have designed and trained each broker in the various methods and techniques I expect them to utilize. We also help them throughout the process and provide them with the tools, resources, websites, and Facebook pages to provide your home an outstanding presence on the Internet. In a typical company of, say, 20 brokers, you could have 20 different levels of marketing plans, or even no plan at all. Believe me, a lot of brokers simply put it into the MLS, maybe do an open house or two, and hope for the best. Marketing is exposing your home to the marketplace of buyers. You would normally think that market exposure is simply getting the word out about your home. However, market exposure actually encompasses 3 parts which go hand in hand with each other. They are broadness or depth of exposure, speed of exposure, and quality of the exposure. The depth of exposure is simply where and how often a broker places marketing materials for your home. Which websites, how many websites, which social media platforms are utilized, how often and when do repeat rounds of exposure take place, or do they at all? Where geographically are buyers targeted? Speed of exposure is something most brokers don't address. If you think about it, the buyer you are looking for, who is ready to give you the most money for your home, is a buyer that is absolutely ready to buy right now. They and/or their broker are actively looking for a home and watching perhaps daily as new listings come on the market. They may have been outbid on 1 or more previous attempts and are ready to really step up to the plate and pay you top dollar. I have found that the best chance for you to receive a full price or even above full price offer is in the first 3 days of the listing. That's because the hottest buyers are going to become aware of it within the first couple of days, assuming the depth and quality of exposure is good. If you can get multiple buyers wanting to see your home, and they are aware other hot buyers are also looking, there is a potential for multiple offers, and sometimes what we call a bidding war. We have a particular method of launching our marketing plan to maximize the potential of this happening, which I will discuss in a bit. If you go beyond those first 3 days, the level of urgency diminishes dramatically. That's why we say that the longer a home is on the market, the lower the price it eventually sells at. If a home doesn't sell within the first 3 weeks or so, pretty much all of the brokers and buyers in that price bracket, both cool and hot ones, have been exhausted, meaning we're most likely going to have to reduce the price down to a point at or below the next bracket so as to attract a different set of buyers in the hopes they will look more positively towards your home. Because those first few days are so critical is why it's so important to get all 8 of the elements in line. Price, condition, staging, marketing, accessibility, terms, brokerage fee, and choice of broker. Like I said before, depth of exposure, speed of exposure, and quality of exposure go hand in hand. We want to expose your home in as many places as we can, as quick as we can, and in as quality of manner as we can. We focus very heavily on getting it out to the maximum number of people we can within hours of hitting the market. In this way, we greatly increase the chance of multiple offers and a bidding war. The hottest buyers are going to see your home and know that other hot buyers are also going to see it. This is when the nature of people's competitiveness kicks in. Even though we're located in Thurston County, we also market homes in Lewis, Mason, Grace Harbor, Pierce, and King counties, and utilize our extensive system of over 100 Facebook groups and pages stretching from Chehalis to Everett and over to Aberdeen. A Facebook group we run for Redmond has over 10,000 members, and we've used that group to market high-end and weekend getaway homes. The following is an example of a marketing plan we implemented for 2 homes in the Lacey and Hawks Prairie area. It will show you the extent we go to for maximum exposure on the first day of the listing. We typically like to launch the home in the morning to the Northwest MLS, so the brokers and the most anxious buyers with their own portal within the Northwest MLS who are waiting for new homes coming on the market will become aware of it almost immediately. During the day, it will then propagate throughout the internet to all of the local, regional, and national public search portals serving the area, including all of the local independent firms like WEBREALTY, Van Dorm, Green Realty, Virgil Adams, etc., and franchise firms' websites including RE/MAX, Coldwell Banker, Windermere, John L. Scott, Century 21, Compass, Weicker, Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway, Better Homes and Gardens, and ERA. Throughout the day, it will also find its way onto hundreds of additional public search portals run by independent real estate companies and individual brokers throughout the Washington State region of the Northwest Multiple Listing Service. Then, later in the day, so as to time the post to be seen by the most number of people, we blast the social media platforms where buyers are most likely found within the geographic area we are targeting for a particular home. While the other social media platforms won't change in terms of postings, depending on the location and county a particular home is in, we may utilize a different set of Facebook pages and groups, along with a different target audience for our paid Facebook ads. The following will show postings we made in the various social media platforms for these 2 homes. There's one additional element to our depth of exposure that few, if any, other brokers have. Spanning over a decade, we have been collecting the names and email addresses of buyer prospects we have been cultivating. Currently, there are over 25,000 potential buyers in our database. When we list a home, our system scans these 25,000 plus buyers for any that have general search criteria our listing falls within. The system then automatically sends out an alert to all of these buyers, letting them know that a new listing has just come on the market, matching their criteria. In addition, we take out paid Facebook ads to further get in front of more people within the target area as quickly as possible. By the end of the day, the home is getting in front of thousands of people. We have a couple of additional strategic techniques we like to utilize, and we'll be happy to share those with you should you choose us to represent you in marketing your home. What you are seeing here are the results of the Facebook ad we ran for this home. This is pretty typical for the results of the heavy blast of ads we run during the first 3 days of the listing. It shows that the ad reached 8,652 people. Well over 10% of them actually clicked on the Learn More button, and 812 people viewed the landing page we built on a website. This shows a total of 1,612 landing page views over the first 5 days of the listing for this home. Subtracting the 812 views we had from the ads we ran, that leaves 800 views, which resulted from all of the social media posts you just saw. To complete our broadness of marketing plan, we schedule repeat posts every week so we can stay in front of potential new buyers coming on the market that didn't see the first round of marketing. We hope, however, if everything was in order, to have the home sold by then. You can see that broadness of exposure, along with speed of exposure, results in huge numbers of potential buyers looking at our homes during those critical first days. Both of these homes sold for over asking price, and the asking prices were pushing the edge of top market value. That leaves the last element of marketing, quality of exposure. As we said earlier, you have just a couple of days to get the hottest group of buyers to your home through marketing depth and speed. But if the potential buyers aren't wowed with the presentation they see on the internet, they pass it by within a few seconds and go on to the next. Quality of exposure begins with great photos, which ties right back to the condition and staging elements of selling your home. Assuming your home shows well, then we have an opportunity for some great photos. While some homes just don't justify the expense of a professional photo shoot, usually because of poor condition and little to no staging, we feel it is well worth the expense if we're working with a home that does show well. Again, you have one chance to make a good first impression, and it's all about what they see of your home on the internet. Professional photographers, just like real estate brokers, vary in the quality of work they do. We seek out photographers who use auto exposure bracketing to shoot high dynamic range photos. The ones you see here are photos we had taken with this type of camera and lens, and you will see that they truly are superior. Certain homes justify the added expense of drone photography, such as these from homes that we had listed and sold. Other homes, especially high-end homes, can even benefit from videos and/or three-dimensional Matterport presentations. We use whatever we feel is best for the particular home we're working with. At minimum, homes that show well will benefit from professional photos, and we can take these to produce a type of visual tour with panning photos and soft music in the background. I hope you have learned a lot about marketing from this presentation, including the importance of depth of exposure, speed of exposure, and quality of exposure, and will choose our company to handle the marketing of your home, along with assisting you in properly positioning price, condition, staging, accessibility, terms, and the optimal brokerage fee. Remember, you only get one best shot at hitting a home run before your home becomes shop-worn and you start losing value.